WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 11.
The flash flooding death toll keeps rising in Texas, and dozens of people still haven't been found. It's our top story at 11. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jorma Duran. Rescue workers in Central Texas continue to search for more than 170 people who still remain missing following the deadly weekend flash floods. Search teams were also at Camp Mystic today looking for 5 young campers who are still unaccounted for. Karen Hua is here for you now with the latest.
In Kerr County, Texas, search teams combed through the grounds of Camp Mystic on Wednesday. Campers' belongings and a broken sign reading "Jesus wept" stretched out on the campgrounds. More than 24 girls and counselors were killed in the 4th of July flash floods. 5 campers and a counselor are still missing. In Washington, Senator Ted Cruz talked about his visit to Camp Mystic earlier this week.
There's one cabin, the cabin where the youngest girls were in, called Bumble Inn. The water blew out the windows in that cabin and swept all of the girls and the counselors out. Every girl in that cabin is either confirmed dead or missing.
Elsewhere in Texas, cleanup efforts continue, including in Georgetown.
I just lost everything in my big trailer. It's a voltage. I think it's a 24-inch trailer. We lost everything in it.
At least 120 people have been confirmed dead, and more than 170 remain missing across the state. Now, rescue workers say a key challenge in the search is sifting through miles of land and water.
We are finding vehicles and RVs deep inside the debris that you can't even see from the outside.
At every press conference in Kerr County since Friday, reporters continue to press officials about whether emergency alerts were sent in time for people to evacuate.
Those questions are going to be answered. I believe those questions need to be answered to the family of the missed loved ones, to the public.
For now, search efforts continue. Officials say they will not rest until all the missing are found. Karen Hua, CBS News, Kerrville, Texas.
Our 6 News Investigates report on the Michigan State Police continues tonight with its 3rd installment. The multi-part web series titled The Big Boys Club takes a closer look at former MSP trooper Megan Morrick's claims against the agency and includes hundreds of pages of internal reports and legal filings about her case. For example, MSP documents show in 2016, leaders at the Lakeview Post knew that putting Morrick under the training supervision of former trooper Trevin Antcliffe was a potential problem because he was seen as a, quote, womanizer and a wolf in the henhouse. MSP leaders assigned Morrick to him anyway, and within, quote, 2 weeks, Morrick says Antcliffe was pushing her for a sexual relationship. MSP officials say all of Morrick's allegations were taken seriously and were thoroughly investigated, but determined that she was a threat to the safety to her own fellow troopers, a claim she says is flat wrong.
I didn't want to start a relationship. I didn't want to be that person. But he was so aggressive, and he knew the right things to say and the right things to do, that it was like I had no form of backup personally, if that makes sense.
6 News Investigates is sharing hundreds of pages of internal MSP reports, emails, legal documents, audio recordings, interviews, and videos through the series. And you could read the latest Big Boys Club report online right now at WLNS.com. Stay with 6 News here on air and online as we continue this investigation with a lot of reporting still to come. Crime Stoppers works because of your tips, and this week local authorities are looking to get information about a few unidentified people and are also looking to find a man wanted for a warrant on sexual assault. Watch and see if you have the details they need.
We start with 2 pictures showing a total of 3 people Lansing police want to find and question. Investigators say it's related to a shooting that took place on the 4th of July on the 1900 block of Rio Road. One picture shows 2 women and the other a man with blue sneakers on that police hope someone recognizes. Next up, the Lansing Police Department is asking for any information related to the identification of this man. He's a suspect involved in a retail fraud that took place on June 19th on the 6200 block of South Cedar Street. The suspect is described as a heavyset white male in his late 20s or early 30s, and he left the area in a black Mazda 6. And now to a known fugitive that is still on the run. Police want to find Titus Philip James Owens. He's 35 years old, 6 foot 2 inches tall, weighs 160 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. Mr. Owens has a warrant for sexual assault out of Lansing.
Anyone with information regarding the identity of these subjects, please contact Crime Stoppers at 517-483-STOP. Your information could make you eligible for a cash reward of up to $1,000. And remember, you can remain anonymous. The Michigan Chamber of Commerce held its second annual Civics Bee today. Students from many different schools across the state came to Lansing to compete and have a chance to go to the national competition in Washington, D.C.
I think that this is an important topic that needs to be addressed.
The event took place at Heritage Hall and was put on by the Michigan Chamber of Commerce Foundation. 21 students in grades 6 through 8 put their knowledge and skills to the test, with all things civic related, from essays to discussions. Students also worked through different community problems and had to come up with a way the government should fix them. There were 2 grand openings today around the area, a food pantry in Grand Ledge and an outdoor fitness area in Lansing. Let's start in Grand Ledge. It's called the Believers Food Pantry. The ribbon cutting was held at its new distribution site, and organizers say the food pantry has been helping Michiganders for more than a year now and is ready to grow and help make a powerful impact in the Grand Ledge area.
Got our new space, it was a lot of space, and now we're outgrowing that space by the amount of people that we're serving. So the opportunity that we will be expanding even more to be able to feed more of our community is extremely exciting.
The food distribution hours are Tuesdays from 4 to 6 p.m. and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Organizers also say they're always looking for volunteers to help stock shelves and sort produce. For more information on the Believers Food Pantry in Grand Ledge, visit WLNS.com and go to our Scene on 6 section. And now let's go to Lansing and the city's 3rd addition to its fitness courts at the Alfreda Schmidt Southside Community Center at Benjamin Davis Park. It features new workout equipment for those 14 years or older to use. Fitness courts are also located at Debbie Stabenow and McGuire Parks.
This is a new piece which will allow people to come and exercise. Some folks love to exercise outdoors, and you see people exercising on kids equipment all the time. So now they have their own dedicated exercise equipment. Some people, can't afford or don't want to pay for a gym. And again, here's another option for them to come to a park and use the exercise equipment.
Mayor Shore also says users can download the free Fitness Court app, which acts as a coach in your pocket and enhances the outdoor gym into a digitally supported wellness experience.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, some areas, lots of rainfall out there today. Others missed out, but some picked up close to an inch of rain accumulation. Here's how it looked this afternoon on the Jackson cam with that last round moving through, clouds billowing back in, shower there in the distance. But then once those clouds started to break up, and there goes the shower, it started to get really nice this evening. Look at that color on the buildings. Oh, what a nice evening in downtown Jackson. A check of our satellite and radar shows very little activity left out there tonight. We are done with rainfall for tonight. PrecisionCast keeps it dry through tomorrow morning, but some low cloudiness may build in. Could even be a little bit of patchy fog here or there to start the day. So moving to the afternoon, mostly sunny skies. A weak little area of low pressure to our west has formed. And as that moves in our direction, we've got to mention the chance for maybe a storm out there. Maybe not so much in the morning hours, but the midday hours across mid-Michigan. That will move out quickly, though, as we head into the evening. Our humidity levels in check for today. At times it has been a little sticky, but it'll return as we head into the weekend, Friday evening into Saturday and into Sunday as well, before humidity levels drop and get a little more comfortable as we round out the weekend and head into next week. Temperatures currently 72 Lansing, 68 in Charlotte, Jackson down to 67, 69 in Howell, very comfortable. Our numbers from today on the McLaren cam, high temperature 83 with 4,100, 1 inch of rainfall. Biggest total, at least on our network, was in Grand Ledge with over 7/10 of an inch of rain. Current temperature 71, high today 85 degrees. Tonight in Jackson, pretty quiet outside. Rainfall totals only 1/100 of an inch. inch, at least at the sensor in Jackson. 81 the current or the high temperature, 67 is our current temperature. Finally in Hillsdale, you saw a little more rain out there this afternoon. It got heavy at times, 3,500ths of an inch with 81 the high and 67 the current and the low temperature. Here's tonight's forecast. Expect a low tonight down to 63 degrees, pretty pleasant overall. Partly cloudy and mostly clear skies until tomorrow morning when some low clouds form. Maybe a little patchy fog, but that'll burn off and leave us with sunshine, 76 at noon and 83 the high temperature by around 5 o'clock. Our 6-day forecast. Tomorrow looks good. Thursday looks spectacular. But then on Friday, we'll have a chance for a couple of showers and storms. On Saturday, that chance will continue, clearing out at some point in the afternoon. Mid-80s on Sunday. We drop a bit in terms of the lows by Monday morning, but the daytime highs stay quite warm. Most of next week, we're looking at highs in the 80s with a chance for storms on Wednesday, and then things dry through next weekend.
I like that. Did you see the moon tonight?
Beautiful out there, wasn't it?
Oh, gosh, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was
I
a
love
great
it when
finish.
it's like that.
It was so stormy earlier, and then to have that kind of finish.
Yeah, good stuff. Alrighty. Well, coming up, we will have the latest on President Trump's dinner with the leaders of the Western African nations. So stay right there. 6 News at 11. We'll be right back.